All right, well, we got a little different one here. So same principle applies. They're all butted together, so 2 in the front, 2 in the back, 1 in each middle, and we're gonna be using change. So this place actually makes it easy on you. You just put your chain up like so, and then you pull her through. Okay, so on the ones with the 2 on each end, you want to make sure you're pulling the chain, one chain C style. So it'll be like this, you're pulling like this, C style, just like that. So you want to pull them against each other. You don't want to crisscross them on this. I mean, you'll probably be okay getting away with crisscrossing them, but the preferred method would be to C channel, kind of like that, just pulling against each other in a C manner. Before you tighten her all the way down, make sure you always check these end, because when you pull that chain up, that thing could easily come off of you. See that? I was pulling on this and it just came off on me. You gotta watch it, man. You gotta watch it. She's good to go. Now all we gotta do is double check everything. Always double check, triple check, quadruple check before you start rolling down the road. And that's it. That's how you secure that load. It's time to roll. Well, that's it. That is the end of that other load. We're actually on our next load already. Man, I feel beat already. Just started working. What in the heck is going on? But here's our next load. Take a look at these. Now, how would you secure these? I don't have a clue. Here's what she looks like. This angle right here, I don't like, but we are borderline on the 45 degree. The angle of that chain. I think we're okay there. Got that at a 45. Got that around 45. It doesn't have to be perfect. So the way I did it, we've got that one pulling both ends. So she's gonna stay put. And then we got that one pulling both ends. She's gonna stay put. And then we got the 2 on the inside, middle, pulling in, and we have the middle one pulling down. See, you could actually use straps on these, but I elected not to, because you see these, there's not enough protection in the world that you can put down over here to prevent your strap from getting destroyed. So just elected on doing chains instead. Plus it's probably a lot safer to do chains anyway. I gotta put a strap on this bad boy right here, because so they put that in when they set the first one in so it doesn't roll. So you gotta make sure you put a strap on there, because that thing will roll on you. When you're doing these, you gotta check these things. These things will bind on your chain and it make it seem like you're tight, but you're really not. So again, you have to check, make sure you're good to go on your hooks, you know. Normally I like to go around 2 spools, but in this instance we can't do it because this is the one that's pulling out, and this part right here is too long. I actually need the shorter kind. So this is 39,000 pounds, almost 40,000 pounds. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chains. That's plenty, you know. I could have just done with 7, but add that extra one on there because that'll stabilize this spool right in the middle, so those 2 aren't going anywhere. I think we're good to go. Well, here we are. We are at the delivery. Man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't have no motivation in me. Like, I'm talking like literally zero motivation. It's just the load board being so difficult, uh, freight being so slow for a March already. Actually, it's picking up. It looks like it's picking up, but it's just the fact that it's just so slow, man. It just, you lose motivation. The rates are crap. You know what I mean? It's just, man, it's like, okay, but we're over here in South Carolina, in Columbia, South Carolina, so it looks like it's good here. It looks like we're gonna get some pretty decent, hopefully decent rates coming out of here. But my motivation is like really down. Like, I don't know. I think it's because I just need to be home. Just this ain't for me no more. I think that's one thing about me. It's like once I set my mind into something, I think it's like it's really not no changing it. So, but anyway, we are here. We're gonna be delivering first thing in the morning, and then that's it. We're looking for a load out of here. I should be home. I'm gonna try to stay out on the road until the 20th. How about that? I'm not promising anything, but that's what we'll try. Well, here you go, our next load. So, as you can see from when I was securing it, I didn't have to go this far. The guy told me, yeah, you're gonna need every little bit. I have like 3 or 4 foot of space in the back, so I know probably gonna have somebody say something about it, but we went ahead with the axle. I was gonna go here, but this one was flexing too much when I was putting pressure on it, so we abandoned that. Can't go here on this part because that would be putting pressure on that cylinder. So it's perfectly fine to secure axles. Trust me, ain't nothing wrong with securing axles. But I thought it was gonna be easier securement. It actually isn't. Because look how much I had to. Do you know how much this thing total weighs? It's about 10,000 pounds, the whole load. So these things weigh maybe freaking 1,500 pounds without the attachment. I don't know, maybe 2,000. So they don't weigh very much. It's just very difficult to secure them. See that? And that's what I call creativity. I don't know if that's how you secure it, but you know what? That's an anchor point. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with that. Make sure you also check your hooks. I just had one that came off of it. So, but yeah, FMCSA requires you to any attachment, which is that, like a bucket or one of these, it needs to be secure unless it is immobilized, like completely locked, and with the cylinder, the only thing that's putting pressure on that is not completely locked. I'm guessing that's how they looking at it. I don't know, but that's it. There you go. We got our coffee, and we are on to the next load already. Check this out. So this one's a little different because this thing is about 40 foot long, and you have to have securement every 10 foot because this thing only weighs 7,800 total. So, but at the same time, it's a big piece. So when you have to emergency brake, you have to put a stop to this. We got one stopping that one, and then we got another one stopping that one, and then we have your securement that is required throughout every 10 foot. It's more every 10 foot, but you know how we do. We have to secure properly, and also I got it pulling in, so they're compressing, they're pulling in 2 chains on the outside are pulling in to keep the load in the middle. See, these kind of loads are real dangerous. That's why you have to put a lot of securement on them, and you have to think about it real hard on how you're gonna secure it. All right, now all we gotta do is look for our next load. Another thing, check this out, right? Look, they got RGNs here. Man, you think they wouldn't mind if I swap my trailer for one of theirs? Look at that. I'll take that one right there. Ooh, that's a beast. Look at that. It's got a flip axle. It's 4 axles. My goodness. That's a beast. That baby can haul some things. You see how low that is to the ground? Look at that. What is that, about 2 foot? Yeah, probably an 18-inch high, huh? Dang, that's nice. Well, that's it. That's the end of the week. So yesterday was actually the end of the week for, actually, I'll take that back. So here's the story, right? Wednesday was the end of the week for when I started. Started in Oklahoma, started Wednesday, and ran about five loads, I believe. 3 loads. Well, 4 loads, but one of the 4 had 2 stops, so I considered that as another one. Anyway, let me tell you the story of why it's Friday. It's Good Friday, and we don't have a load. So I set it up to where I ended up here for a Friday in the Pennsylvania-Ohio border, which is a great freaking area for flatbed. And it worked out perfectly. So we ran about 2,600 miles starting from Oklahoma, going to the Carolinas, and then going up to the Virginia or New Jersey, and then coming back up this way. So we set it up perfectly. So yesterday, I had yesterday, which is Thursday, and I was like, you know what? I got 1 day to play with. So I'll look for something that is short, just so I can be here on a Friday and have a decent load, maybe going to like Denver or something like that, going like 1,400 miles, right? Anyway, so I had it all planned out. Sure did. I had no idea, man, that Good Friday is observed just by about 90% of people in the trucking industry, as far as not the truckers, just the logistics side, you know. I had no idea. I don't remember it being that way before. Maybe because I've always had a load, during that time, so I never really felt it. But wow, what a fail. So anyway, that short load that I was supposed to be doing, I had to cancel that anyway because it was already like 5 o'clock and they still did not get me loaded. I was waiting there for a couple hours, So I was like, oh man, you know what? And it took me a long time on yesterday, looking for a load, looking for a short load, because I did not like the long loads yesterday, right? There was no loads like going to Denver or doing this, doing that. Anyway, man, what a fail. What a big time fail. I tell you what, I guess we can use this as a as a learning curve. I had no idea. I really did not. I always watch the holidays because a lot of your warehouses and stuff like that is gonna be closed on the holidays, and I had no idea Good Friday is observed like it is now. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of the video. Like I said, it's just we grow 7,500. I mean, it's mostly empty. It was a lot of light loads, but I'm not particularly still happy with that. And here it is. It's already Friday, and that this is the ninth day that we're out, and we're only at 7,500 gross. So that's the state of trucking right now. And I'm talking like we're in good areas. We're not in bad areas. Coming out of Oklahoma was tough. I came out of Oklahoma at just barely over $2 a mile, and I don't like that. But I was barely empty, so it's all right. I mean, I was barely loaded. It was really, really light load. So, and but that's it. Next week. Oh goodness, what a big fail. We'll see y'all next week, man.